Alright, hello everyone. Hello Addy Kitty, Mario, some last name I can't pronounce, Ignacy, Virtual Doodle says yeah, Bjorn, Golden Egg, Sven, Craftmaster Reaper, Jan, Han? I don't know how to pronounce these names, I'm so sorry. Derpy Derp, I remember you. Joachim, I remember all you. So, hello everyone, welcome. This is a little bit of a different stream. We're not actually going to be playing any games. We're going to be making a game. You might have seen the last Scrap Mechanic stream. I tried to make 2048 inside Scrap Mechanic number logic. Today, during that stream I said, oh, it's so easy to program that game. So easy. So, no, it should be no problem just hopping into Scrap Mechanic without a plan whatsoever. So that's fun. Anyway, let's pop on to... Bam, this is my desktop right now. Oh, let's remove that starting soon thing. There we go. So this is my desktop right now. I have I'm just having like an HTML file over here. I'm going to be making the game in HTML, CSS, and JavaScript because I'm lazy and I don't want to compile anything and just gonna, vomit a bunch of code out and have it work. So this is what I was referring to, that what was like the easy part of programming this game. Like if you know a programming language, chances are knowing how to use HTML, CSS, and JavaScript is, which by the way, you're going to see a lot of files for the Scrap Mechanic Mods website. Just ignore those. We're not going to be looking at those today. Just ignore those. Anyway, so yeah, if you know like HTML, CSS, and JavaScript, it's like such a useful tool because you can just, like I'm doing right now, I'm going to make a HTML file and double click on it. It opens up in Chrome and it runs exactly the way that you think it does. It doesn't, there's no autocomplete in this one. Alright, whatever. Okay, I was just using another editor a while ago for something else entirely. So that one actually had autocomplete. Like it would auto-close these tags for me. I didn't have to double type them. Oh, you know what? I should probably actually... Hold on. I actually have a timer for this, too. Hold on. What is the code editor? This one's Atom. Can you make 2040? Yeah, that's exactly what I'm doing. So, if you saw the last Scrap Mechanic stream, I tried to make it in number logic. And really... Oh, that's right. That's what I was talking about, too. If you know a programming language as useful as, like, just being able to do JavaScript in an HTML file, you'll notice that that's far more versatile, far more capable than the number logic and Scrap Mechanic. Just Scrap Mechanic in general is very limiting for, you gotta count for tick delays, and you're building a game within a game, and there's so many limitations. This, it's made to make things, so there's like, well, let's try, okay. First things first, though, I want to put, let's actually get my controls set up, because I'm gonna need that eventually. Yeah, I think, okay, hold on. I'm just looking at, so I took some notes, after the Scrap Mechanic stream, I basically went into a notepad. I'm just like, so 2048 game, I have to press a button, check a tile row, get a list of the values, check the order of values and matching pairs, pair them together, get a list of new values, and then output the new row based on the direction of input. Those are literally the jotted notes that I took down. I'm just trying to think. I guess... Do I actually need... Alright. We're just gonna call this check key. We'll put that there for now. And you're gonna see me do like a lot of I know. Why are you not using indents? Oh, because I don't really care to. That's why. I don't know. Yeah, you're just gonna see me like if you don't actually know JavaScript or anything like that, you're gonna see like a lot of like I'm just typing stuff out and you're gonna be like, how does he know how to type what to type? That's basically what it is. But if you do know HTML, CSS, or JavaScript, by all means, scrutinize the heck out of me. So first things first. we're gonna get rid of that. Oops. Sans serif. So that's, yeah, we're definitely gonna get rid of that ugly font. Let's also do font. Oh my god, typing today. All right. So, and then, you know, we'll just do a little blarg honk honk. Save that. We can go here, refresh, blarg honk honk, and it's in the font and style that I want. Here, check key. Let's actually get our controls set up here. This actually needs an event. There we go. What am I trying to do again? Yeah, there we go. There we go. And then just for the sake of my sanity, I think, we're gonna do this. Yeah, and then from there, so whenever you see this console.log, it's literally when, first let's do this. Did it actually refresh? Okay. So right here, we're gonna start seeing 38, 37, 40, 39. That's my up, down, left, right. Or wait, up, down, left, right. Okay, there we go. So now, I can just go in here, into the code. Now that I see what the key codes actually are, we're gonna do if. Sorry, I'm not like when I'm coding like this, I'm completely ignoring chat. I'm gonna look over at it in a sec. So if the key code is 38, this is up. Sure, whatever. I'll probably have more controls anyway. Why didn't I just copy that one? Jeez. All right. So then, what was the next one? Right, it's right over here. Why can't I just look at it? It's right here. 3840. That was down. $37. Left. And 39. Right. Let's also get the R key. 82 for restart, I guess. Or new game or something. I don't know. We'll figure it out as we go. Alright. Durf, do you know how to program in Python, best language? It's been a long time since I've programmed in Python. But, yeah, I mean, I'd probably be able to pick it up again and do stuff. You crazy SOB, you actually did it. I actually did what? Did the coding stream? I know, right? Somebody was just like, coding stream when? And at that stream I was just like, never gonna do it. So what am I scripting? Right. So if you guys don't know the 2048 game, this game, right here. You make tiles and stuff. I tried to make this in Scrap Mechanic. Key code is not a string. Well, I'm pretty sure it is. I mean, well, I guess it doesn't really matter. The fascinating part about JavaScript is that you can do relative comparisons, I guess. Why am I doing this twice? I'm an idiot. So yeah, if you were to do like 2 equal signs like this, it doesn't matter whatsoever. But if you were to do 3 equal signs like this, then it actually is strict with the type of variable that you're comparing. So, like I guess the simplest way to put it is that this would return false because they are different types. But this would return true because they equate to the same value if you were to convert their types. So that's one beautiful thing I love about JavaScript. No. JavaScript is not like weak typed. Nah, I mean, JavaScript is a lot more versatile than you might think it is. Like the stuff that you learn when you start off is kid stuff compared to the stuff that you can actually do. Anyway, one thing, let's get like a display on here somewhere. Not that I really need it, but I'm just kind of... Alright. So then, for each of these, I'm just going to... you know, just for the time being. Durf, can you say my name? Log Gaming? I'm still surprised Durfo did this. I suggested it last night as a joke of sorts. Oh, were you the one that suggested the coding stream? Durf, yes, double equals convert stuff and triple equals don't. Well, I mean, it's not... It's weird to describe. I don't think it actually converts anything just to do the check. I think it does a check in a completely different way. Anyway, we're down here. We're supposed to do document.get element by ID. We're gonna get that. There we go. Controls UI, and we'll just put uppo. So again, I did not need this whatsoever. Because like I already have it in the console log. But I don't know. It feels good to see the page update instead of the console, you know what I mean? Can you do something in C++? Yeah, I can. Again, it's probably been a while since JavaScript can't do nothing. Dude, JavaScript can do 3D graphics on the web. Like, I don't even play around with JavaScript, man. The things, dude, there was a time in web development where JavaScript completely like broke everything. Everything was insecure just because of the things that JavaScript could do, which was kind of an amazing time, but also a very, very dangerous time to be in. I'm so surprised that like everything didn't shut down at that time. But hey, it's good that all the browsers were like super quick to update their security. Anyway, back to this. So yeah, what am I I gotta think about. I guess let's actually get started building the thing, right? The actual thing. Hold on. I think, well, I might not need to worry about this, but I'm gonna do it anyway. I'll definitely worry about styling everything like much more later. Background color. Which, by the way, how many people are actually like into this sort of thing in chat right now? Like, I see I have 47 viewers. I mean, that's kind of the average, but well, it's I don't know. How many of you actually know what I'm doing right now? You understand the things that I'm typing, or you just want to see like me spend 50 minutes slapping a keyboard and then magic happens like later? That's the thing. Oh my god, I forgot about it twice. All right, I'm just gonna start a stopwatch. Bam. Where's the stopwatch? Do I not have a stopwatch on my OBS? OBS? OBS. Why are you no... What the heck? That is the weirdest thing. Why isn't that not... What the heck? Whatever. No stop. I was gonna time myself, but I guess the stream time is good enough. Black Sheep, you do? Nice. You're programming. That's a good guess. Brent Batch is like, easy stuff. Yeah, okay. Easy stuff, you say. Except that you... Never mind. Anyway, let's just go background color. We're gonna make it not absolutely black. Just because that's gonna look a little bit nicer. And we're gonna get rid of that inline block. There we go. One thing I don't like about Atom versus, I think Sublime Text is actually a slightly better editor for what I'm doing right now, I think. Because it'll actually have the different syntax highlighting for CSS, for JavaScript, and for HTML, all in one. This one doesn't seem to be doing anything with my CSS, though. Anyway, so now if I refresh this, now I actually have like a little control display that looks slightly better. We'll just worry about that some other time, though. So we'll bring that down a bunch. Up here, we're gonna do... I want to learn this later. I have no idea what it is. It's just a like HTML, CSS, JavaScript. You can just Google it, like learn HTML, learn CSS, learn JavaScript. There's a nifty site called w3schools.com, or there's tons of websites that'll take you through a course to learn this stuff. Completely free, like don't even have to worry about it. Super easy to do. Learning any programming language is, you start off learning what programming is, but then after you know what programming is, then you start learning what you can do with it, and that's something else entirely. So I don't know. Don't worry about learning programming, because learning how to program is the easy part, I think. But then learning what you can do with that programming is something else. So anyway, where was I? I was right here. We're gonna build this entire thing. Oops. Game. There we go. We're just gonna build this entire thing in a div. And inside, oh no. Oh no, how do I want to do this? Sorry, I'm just part of what I just explained about like the things that you learn about what you can do in programming. That's what I'm doing right now. I have to think ahead a lot so that I save myself some time. I think what I'm gonna do is create. Oh, this is weird to think about, but okay. I'm gonna create like the actual tile. So there's gonna be a game board. There's gonna be a tile with 16 tiles in it. Those are gonna fit into their slots. And inside those, I'm gonna put their actual tile value, if that makes sense. And another thing that you might think is weird with what I'm doing. How many is that? Not 16. That doesn't look like it. Oh, okay then. Okay, so indents. I don't need the indents, alright guys? Alright? We're also going to need at some point we're also going to need that at some point, too. Alright, so then, we can just go ahead and refresh like nothing really happens. So let's go ahead and work on that style then. Durf, programming includes lots of problem solving. That's the hard part. The easy part is translating from pseudocode to the code itself. No, I don't actually think so. I really don't think that's the hard, or wait, yeah, the easy part is, yeah, never mind. I read that wrong. Jeez. Durf, did you ever try JavaScript frameworks like Vue.js, React, Angular, to mention the big three? That's the big three? Are you kidding? What about jQuery? That's not the big one? Jeez. But I knew JavaScript since before jQuery, since before libraries like that existed entirely. I've known JavaScript since way back when. Alright, so let's get our game board looking pretty swank. Pretty swankety swank. pretty swank. What's kind of a background color that we could, something kind of like, oops. Sure, well, let's go with something random. Something random as I just correct it. Jeez. This can also be an inline block. Not that it really matters, this is the game board. Well, yeah, actually, no, it should be. Because min width needs to be... I have no idea. I'm not even going to set it right now. I have no idea what it's going to be. But I don't want it to be smaller than the tile class. We're going to make 128 pixel tiles. Durf, I'm looking at you. Also, hi. Hi. I mean, yeah, me too. jQuery was my first one. Oh, no. jQuery wasn't the first one that I learned. I just thought that jQuery was, like, the big one that, like, all web developers are. Because basically, if you're making a website these days, if it's for, like, a business reason, chances are... And first of all, if you're not using a pre-made service where, like, you click a button and it makes the website for you type of thing, if you're actually developing the website yourself, then chances are you're using Bootstrap and jQuery all the time, no matter what. Just because that's, like... those are very useful frameworks just to get websites built pretty quick. And that is what I'm using for the new Scrap Mechanic mods websites, too. Just because I don't want to have to deal with all that nonsense myself. What graphics are you using for 2048? Well, I mean, I'm just doing it in the HTML here, so you'll see soon enough. We're just working on the tiles right now. Background color. Let's just give it a devilishly gray color. Border radius. We want these tiles to have nice corners. And these are also divs, but they also need to be inline blocks. I really should just put inline block all the way up here. Bam! Applies to everything. Don't need it here. Don't need it here. And this is going to put a little bit of a gap in between all the tiles. And font size. I don't need this here, do I? I don't think I need this here at all. But I will need it for... Oh, no, wait, I do need... Okay, I'm going to put it here. I just thought... I thought I was going to put it... I don't need it there. I don't need it there. What I do need is this. There we go. The children div of the tile class. There we go. There we go. Now we can set their font size to, I don't know, something large enough to fit in a 128 pixel tile. Do Fay 6C8 as the background color. All right, let's try that. I mean, first let's save this, refresh this. That's my background color? Oh yeah, I did make it pretty blue. Pretty blue. Fay 6C8. Yeah, that's the yellow. That's the yellow. Wait, why is this not display? Oh, I put blocks like a dingus. What? What? Why is this showing up right now? What? That doesn't make any sense. Just gonna undo a bunch in here. The heck? Inline... Oh, you know... Oh my god. Is it for real rendering the script tag as an inline block? Is it for really doing that? Okay. Alright, let's not... Let's just put it in everything else then. I'm not gonna deal with that. Not dealing with that. Alright. Jeez. Oh yeah, then that color too. There you go. There you go. Where's my There you go. Score and controls have the same. Cool. Okay. So yeah, since I have a div within a div within a div, I have the game style here, the tile style here. This is more or less just a background slot for the tile to actually sit on. Yeah. Jeez, I might rethink this setup later. Okay, so where are we then? Oh wait, you know what else we need? Yeah, we're gonna need some of that. Okay, so let's actually get started with, Oh, wait a sec. Did I do... Is there nothing, Oh, I also gotta add the high score UI here too. I'm all over the place. But that happens. Alright. So, is there... Let's see what's going on in here. Game. Yeah, the tiles are there. Your stream just got blurry like a camera out of focus. That might be your connection to YouTube, because I don't see anything on my side. However, generally when there's like a lot of little details, like a bunch of code, probably the encoding will freak out. Can you do more coding streams? Can you make it faster? What do you mean, can I make it faster? Jeez. Make it faster! Code faster! Alright, so I think the first thing that I actually want to get going is... Oops. Alright, so the tiles do exist. Now for the game. Yeah, what the heck is the thing, the width? Okay, before I fiddle with any max or min width for the game board, I'm gonna do... Do I have to make it important? Just to make sure it's gonna... Like, why isn't it not doing the size that I want? Oh, you know what? I think... No. No, I forget what I'm doing, guys. Hey, Durf, what coding software are you using? I'm just using a text editor. A code editor. That's literally all I'm doing. Oh, you know what else? I might need, I don't know if I actually need this, but... I'm just gonna have a state. Which, by the way... If you guys are programmers for the web, I'm going to be breaking so many rules right now just because I'm like vomiting code down just to get this working. So don't scrutinize too much about the amount of state that I'm creating. If you know what I'm talking about, then like, or if you don't know what I'm talking about, reducing state. What am I even doing right now? I don't even need to worry about this right now. But eventually I'm gonna loop through all the tiles to get a game started. Yeah, but if you see me like tossing in this global variable game on equals true, and then a bunch of different functions that are gonna flip it on and off, like that's exactly the state that I'm talking about. It's much better to write code with as little state as possible. Like just make it I don't know, as procedural as possible. I'm kind of like stuck on let's see, I'm kind of stuck on just getting this Hold on. I think I know what I need to do here. We're gonna do a lot of stuff for the tile here. Color white first of all. Didn't I have that already in here? Huh. I don't know. I'm gonna fiddle with this for a bit. Yeah, get that nice and centered. Is this gonna work? Vertical align? Is that even gonna do the thing that I need it to? No, it's not, because the tile isn't as tall as it needs to be. And I can do other stuff to make the div the side. Ah, oh, jeez. All right. No, I'm gonna do some lazy solutions. If this doesn't work, then I'll worry about it some other time. But this, then, let's give this a margin on the top of 50 pixels. That might be too much. That's probably too much, but we'll figure it out. I mean, they look relatively square now. If I were to reduce this, yeah, what the heck? What the heck? Hi, what webpage you do coding now? I'm building the game 2048 from code. Use percentages. Don't think that's exactly gonna help. I mean, that's pretty good, but the value is like much lower than I want it to be. The problem is I want this to be like this, and then in here I also want maybe a margin bottom. Like those, that looks pretty good, but then what's the actual size of this? 122 tall? Yeah, that's still too short. I could probably do percentages then. Can I just do 32%? Why am I no, right here, there we go, 32%. So 32 is too much, because now these tiles are 139 tall. $134. Yeah, let's go down to 25 maybe. Back down to 122. Oh. Ah, 128.38. All right, here's another thing then. How about this? Max height 128 pixels. Importante. It still renders at... Oh, wait, why am I doing max height? Yeah, this is not gonna work either way. That's not gonna work, so let's do min height. Okay, so that actually works. That actually renders. Where's the... Oh, wait. Was I doing the wrong thing this whole time? No, that's it. That's all I needed. That's literally all I needed was just the... Okay, cool. Found it. In tile. Yeah, it's exactly what I was doing before. So then by default, the tile is going to be less than 128 pixels, but we're going to force it to render that that high. And we can just do some arbitrary pixel number downwards inside the tile. And that should be it. That should be... We can get rid of this because it does nothing. Cool. Refresh. Bam! Oh, and it's like perfectly centered too. Let's try and make this look a little bit nicer, actually. Let's see. There's a thing that you can do with I don't know if you can actually add strokes to text. Durf, use the meta tag in HTML viewport. No, I don't need to do that for this. This is literally just an HTML file I'm running off of my hard drive. I don't need to worry about any of that stuff. Plus, this is like a lot of what it's like to, make stuff. You make something, like, if you... worrying about that stuff is just like wrapping it up in a nice bow for when you're going to upload it to the internet. Try to resize your window, see what happens. Right. So that's what this is. That's another problem that we have to deal with. But the game, we can do max width. Did we actually do that yet? Max width. Oh, that's right. Let's see the point that it... what's the point that it... which pixel... do you stop being a board? Oh, I can't tell because the darn scroll bar is messing up my calculatory relations. Game board is currently 624 pixels wide. Sure, let's just go with that. Max width, 624 pixels. Bam. Alright, so it's not bleeding over to the rest of the page. Actually, let's we can just take that down actually now and see what it's like. $590. Exactly. There we go. I know the exact width of my board. And I guess I should also put min width, right? Min width. And then that would be like an easy way to just not worry about that overflow. Bam. Bam. Super easy solution to not having to worry about that. All right. There we go. Okay, so yeah, what was I saying about... oh my god, as if my page isn't freaking out that I have incomplete CSS like that. You can't exactly do like an outline for things, but there is something that you can do if you do... Let's just do one pixel, 0, and black. Oh, comma. There we go. So if you do 4 of these, you do this, and that should be an outline. Because you're basically taking the shadow version of the text and offsetting it 1 pixel to the bottom left, top right, top left, bottom right. And that's gonna amount to, well, let's just show you. Let's just show you. Bam! Now these little zeros have a shadow. Let's also try to give it like a nice shadow, maybe. I don't even like worry about stuff like this. 6. So the 2 first coordinates are the first 2 are coordinates. The third one is the blur amount, and the last one's the color. And I'm gonna use a semi-transparent black. All right. Oh, look at that! Now they have shadows behind them too. Not that the real 2048 game looks nothing like this. So, it looks nothing like this. Just use a border. No, you can't use a border on text, right? Because here, look, if here's the thing that's actually got this is the thing that actually has the tile values inside. Does it not actually do the... That's a valid border. Where's the border? It doesn't show up because it's a text thing. It's not a tile thing. The entire point of this was to get a border on the text. And yes, there is like an outline thing, depending on which browser you're coding for. But this is like the most compatible way to do it for any and all old browsers. Durf, make shadows on the block itself? Yeah, that's not a problem. The one thing... I got confused with my own CSS. Oops. Wait, what? Text shadow? No, there's another way to... what? I actually forget the CSS thing for it now. Is it drop shadow? I'm just not gonna worry about it right now. I'm gonna focus on actually doing the game. So, we have our board out. And one thing that you're probably gonna notice is, I'm not gonna have any variables for what tile has what information in it, because I'm going to use this div as that. That's why I named it these things. I'm going to use these divs as the variable itself. So in the code, whenever you see me do something like this, for example, I'm just that's in place of a variable that I would use instead. Okay, so when we want to start the game, let's actually start the game. What am I coding? I'm coding 2048. Yeah, it's I mean, I don't know. I can't. I really should have put like a link to the description or something. All right. So 2048. We're gonna get rid of all these zeros now because we no longer need them. Rather, our variables should be empty when we're starting. Oh. Okay. Alright, so here we're just going to loop through all the tiles. We're going to do document. Is that what I want? Yeah, I want the whole thing. So to start things off, or whenever we start a new game, this is probably going to be the same function for starting to begin with and restarting after we lose or something. We're just going to fill in all the tiles with 0. And this is going to be T-X. So whatever our iteration is, we're just going to iterate all over the divs there and fill them with zeros. So right now, if we do this, you're going to see the tiles don't have any zeros in them. But if we do... where's my body tag? There we go. Body. Onload. Start. There we go. So whenever, you know, we load the page, this is going to start up and it's setting up our game for us whenever we whoop. What? What are you complaining about exactly? Of null? Oh, I'm a dingus. Start that at 1. There you go. So now it fills all with 0. Yeah. Yeah, it couldn't set the element T-0 because there was none. It doesn't exist. So that was my mistake. Every time I write a for loop, it's usually variable equals 0. You know, do the thing. There is no 0 in 2048. No. There is a 0. It's a blank space, right? That's where the zeros are. Well, I guess yeah, I guess I don't have to write the 0, right? So this is a mistake in my brain thinking about what 2048 even is. I mean, whatever. I don't have to. I'll worry about that later. I'll worry about it later. So let's do variable y is equal to math dot random times 16? Yes, 16. Yes, because what I want to do right now is choose... Hold on. There we go. So what I want to do is choose a random tile between 1 and 16 twice, because the game starts with 2 tiles. And just in case they are the same tile, we're going to redo one of them until it's a different value. Yeah. So I mean, just in the odd case that both the random numbers end up happening to come out the exact same, it'll just loop through this probably just once. But if the universe is really, really lucky and we just generate the same number over and over again, then we'll just get stuck in this loop for all of time. But, what are the chances of that? 1 in 16? Every iteration that JavaScript goes over my CPU? it's nearly impossible odds that we're going to get stuck in that while loop. But hey, that's just something to be aware of. Try not to do bottomless pits like this. A black hole of code that, technically speaking, there is a chance that it will just never stop. So, it's something you want to avoid, but that's highly unlikely anyway, so I'm not going to worry too much about it. Anyway, so now that we have our 2 random tiles, let's actually go get them. We're going to do T-Y. And inside, we're going to stick a value. It's either just 2 or 4, right? So we're just going to do math.random times 2. We do... Oh, wait. Times 1 plus 1. So it's going to be either 1 or 2. And then we need to... Or between 1 and 2. And then... So we need to round that... Wait. Yeah, if it's between 1 and 2... Then we can just round it off. But then... Then I also want to times that whole thing by 2. So it's either going to be 2 or 4. That's how the game starts its tiles, I think. All right, and we do the same for Z. Durf tip: use jQuery. It saves time and characters inside the code. Not really. I mean, it depends on what you're using jQuery for. Plus, what I'm doing right now is just like fleshing out the idea of what this game even is in code. So, like, chances are, if I rewrite this a second time, I'll, like, come across so many improvements. I could probably make it look really nice. I'll probably actually bother to give it some animations and stuff. So yeah, that's... We update... Yeah, we just update it with two random values. So let's go ahead and then see what that looks like. Bam, we got 2 4 tiles. We got a 2 and a 4. Another 2 and a 4. Another 2 and a 4. 4 and a 4. It's weird, like these spawn points seem like they're predictable. Uh-oh. What did I mess up in my code here? I don't need this at all, I just realized. Math.random is already between 0 and 1. And this, of course, I also messed up. We're gonna make this 15. We're gonna do round up. Oh wait, yeah, if I'm doing round up, then it doesn't really matter. 16 and 16, bam. Okay, that was the issue was actually up here, not down here. But I just made this more efficient because I noticed it. Okay, so stop this, refresh a bunch of times until I don't get an error anymore. Alright. Random generators, yeah. Are you gonna add transitions for the tiles moving? No, probably not. I self-taught myself. I mean, that's what self-taught means, but okay. How to code in HTML, CSS, and JavaScript. By the way, hi. Hi. Hi, Professor Void. And hello, Alina. Wait, I'm pretty sure I mispronounced that name twice. How are you? I am good. Wait, how are you good? How are you good at coding? I'm not. I don't think I'm that great at coding, to be honest. I think if I were great at coding, I'd just be like, I'd be already done this by now. Actually, we've been at this stream's almost an hour long already. Eesh. But I think that's literally it, right? Oh, and I still don't know if I'm gonna use it. But if our game is on, we gotta make sure our game is on. Should initialize this as false. Well, I mean, not that it really matters. This just needs to be true, because whenever I get to the game over condition, this is the thing that I'm gonna flip false. Probably to turn off my control function in here. So if I'm pressing arrow keys and stuff, like it's just gonna try to not move tiles around or something like that. You know, you don't wanna try playing while you're already on game over. Not that it really matters either way, because there won't be a valid move to make. That's gonna be, oh my gosh, I really didn't think this through. Really didn't think this through. So another thing that I want to do then, let's go ahead and copy our control, just for debugging purposes. I'm pressing the letter N right now. Letter N, get key code 78. And I am pressing N. Just for my own debugging purposes, I'm going to include that in there. Whenever I press N, I'm going to spawn a new tile. So now let's get this new tile function in here. All right. All right. Durf, is MJM still in the mod pack team? Yeah, I think so. I mean, he hasn't really been active, or he's been busy with other stuff, or he's been exploring his own separate mod ideas. Like the mod pack is more of like a, I don't want to call it like the pack, because there's definitely other packs out there. But I mean, at some point, wouldn't I just be insulting it if I denied, if I really tried to pretend that it's not at this point? But anyway, I just I don't know. I think that like there's a big difference between trying to make a mod to be like the most convenient thing, like the first thing that people subscribe to on the workshop as the mod pack, right? There's a difference between that and trying to explore your own ambitions and your own ideas, your own experiments. That's sort of why you'll see like some crazy things in the mod pack beta, but then like the mod pack itself is like relatively calm in comparison, right? It's closer to like with the game. I don't know how to really describe it, but yeah, I think whenever MJM never really had anything to do in the mod pack, he would always just start experimenting with some other stuff. And if you're in the Scrap Mechanic Mods Discord, he's been posting some previews lately of some really fancy stuff. Like, oh my gosh, there's a reason why I call him the greatest mod maker in Scrap Mechanic. You gotta go see the stuff that he put in the Scrap Mechanic Mods Discord. Oh my, a new part that you've never seen before. He made it all. You gotta, anyway. Durf, are you gonna put this online? I'll give this to my supporters if they want. I'll give it all to them if they want the source. You can even pretend you wrote it yourself. I don't care. So if you're a channel member of the Giraffe Herd, or Patreon supporter or whatever, yeah, you guys get this. So I definitely need, for a new tile, I'm gonna go ahead and choose. What am I doing? That's right, if I'm spawning a new tile, I need to first check. Okay, we're gonna toss in a little array here. That's gonna be my results array. Res just stands for results. That's all, you know, very fancy coding secrets here. Another for loop setup. And we're just gonna go through this. Oh wait, no, gotta do the same thing again. Less than or equal to 16. So we're looping through all the tiles, and now we're just gonna check if whoops. There we go. So yeah, I guess instead of filling the tiles with 0, I could fill them with a blank space, and that would work too. Let's try that, I guess. Let's try that since we're here. Which means I don't actually need to have this entire loop. And then if the inside, yeah, if the inside of our tiles is nothing, then we have a valid tile to spawn a new tile in. It's not taken up already. So whenever I run this function, it'll pile all of the empty tiles in res, no matter how many there are. If there's only 1, it'll just put 1 in there. If there's 2, it'll put 2 in there. If there's 14, like there is now, it'll put 14 in there. So now that I have this, the ID of the tile. Okay. So now I have the what am I doing? What am I doing exactly? I think I want to spawn another 2 or another 4, right? So I think, didn't I already do that somewhere? Right here. Okay, so this is just gonna be 2 or 4. And, what am I doing exactly? Jeez, I like, new tile. Oh. Oh. Okay, I know what I'm doing. I know what I'm doing. I just had to think for a little bit. Sorry, guys. Okay, so we get the tile. We're gonna add the value of res, but it's going to be oh random value between 0 and the length of the array, so however many tiles we piled into results. That's the tile we choose, and we give it the value Z. Okay, I do this, by the way. I do this. Well, I mean, I suppose I could just do this and it'll still work just fine. But doing it the other way that I did, like, helps avoid a lot of other problems with, well, it doesn't really matter. It'll end up being a string anyway when I get it back again. Okay, so here, uh-oh, what's going on here? Is it because I took out the zeros? It's because I took out the zeros. Alright, we're just gonna use the zeros. Not a big deal. Also, I wrote this wrong too. Anyway, it's working now. That's all that's important. Have some soup. Oh, thanks. Wait, who? For me? Jor 100? 200? Or... What am I doing? Durf 2020, I know, right? Yeah. So, I guess now that we have, this, just press N. Oh, great. Z is not defined. Why did I say Z? It's Y. I forget how I name my own variables sometimes. Alright, so we got, press N. We got a 4 down to the bottom left. Got another tile, got another tile, got another tile. Another. Bam! Now there's no tile to set. So, to fix that, we just gotta do this. Yeah, that should be it, I think. All right. So we can finally oh geez. Oh geez. Okay, so we can all right, let's make a game over screen because we have something of a game over condition already available. And this is going to be an overlay. Make it really simple. So if you click the overlay, you start a new game. Oh my gosh, my typing skills. Do I even want to have like a little thing underneath? Probably. Oh my god, no, this is gonna be alright. I'm making bad choices right now. Just ignore them. Just ignore them. There's definitely like a smarter way to go about doing what I'm doing right now. Probably similar to the game board tile and then value of a tile inside of like so many nested divs. And yeah, and then in here I'll just like I'll do the click anywhere or press R to start a new game. Yeah, because we still got that R control down there. Restart. Speaking of which, do I make a like a new? I don't think I'm gonna need a restart function. I'm just gonna need a start function, and that's that. So if we press R, we can just start over at any point, and that should just populate our variables up here with some fresh values. So let's go ahead and try that out. We'll just spawn a bunch of new tiles. Again, this is all debugging stuff, but I press R, new game. Press R again, it's a new game. Spawn new tiles, it's a new game. Spawn new tiles, new game. Okay, cool. My school somehow blocks most VPNs, like I don't even know how that's possible or how or why it's legal to block VPNs. So a school network is usually like a smaller intranet, they're called. Like it's just it's a subsection of the internet just within the school, and then the entire school is given like a filtered version of the internet all at once. So that's sort of what you're connecting to, like that, and that's why you can like log in with your student account from any computer, is because you're on the same, like it's all on the same intranet. Yeah, that's the word, intranet, not intra. But anyway, blocking like what requests that you can make externally, you can just block those like easy peasy for the entire thing. Doesn't matter which computer's on it. However, a lot of schools are really a dingus, and if you wanted to go to a website like, I don't know, some coolmathgames.com website or whatever, you try to type in coolmathgames.com and it'll say this website is blocked. But then you, what is it? Go open up command prompt. Can I even show you? I don't know if I'm gonna show you, but you can just open up command prompt and type something like ping coolmathgames.com, hit enter, and then you'll just see the IP address for the actual website. So then when you want to go to the website in Chrome, instead of typing coolmathgames.com, you type the IP address, whatever it is. Yeah. And that's something that schools usually they forget to block that. So if the easy peasy way of getting past their blocking system, like super easy peasy way. I did that at a workplace once, and everyone around me was just looking at me like, "Oh, how did you get on that?" And then the boss like walks around and is just like, "What are you doing?" Thinking I'm doing illegal things. Anyway, new tile. Yeah, we already have all of this. So the game over. That's what I was working on. The game over. We already piled on a bunch of stuff. That's right. You can see it down here. But we are going to give it a style now. And to do that, we need the CSS. Position fixed. That's what's going to make the overlay display none. It's going to make it completely invisible for the time being. And that is not how you type. There we go. I gotta remember how to make overlays. Yeah, that's all that's needed. Do I really need to do the like the right and the bottom too? I don't really think so, but I'm gonna do it anyway. And for an overlay, we're gonna do another semi-transparent black. Oh my gosh. And Z index is also something that I just want to make sure it's above everything else on the page. So Z index, if you've never used it before in CSS, that's how you use layers on your page. You can overlay one thing on top of another depending on their position. Yeah, and then you can use JavaScript as well to like change the stack order as well. Just useful if you're making like pop-ups and stuff like that. Then we need the let's make that a class. Not that it makes any real difference, really. But just in case, I mean, I don't know. I don't know why. I really don't know why. I thought maybe I would use it somewhere else in the game, but we'll see when we get there. Yeah, but the pop-up, I don't really need to worry about it being a class. I'm pretty sure I'm only going to use the one pop-up. So overlay text, and then the sub text. So for the overlay text, yeah, I need this to be, oh my gosh, okay, I need this to be position absolute. Top, we're gonna do like 40%. Why are you guys saying read what so-and-so said? Read what so-and-so said, read what so-and-so said. In real 2048, that wouldn't be a game over. Okay, instead of like saying read what so-and-so said, I have to scroll up in the chat, and I have no, like, when you're saying read what so-and-so said, I have no idea how far up I'm supposed to, like, you're not giving me useful information. Just say the thing. Say the thing that you want me to read. and then I'll read it instead of reading green up. I just typed the IP and it's not cool. Mouth games. Yeah, that's another problem with that solution, is that sometimes a web server has one IP for many different websites. So that's the point of a domain name, is to redirect you to the proper portion of the. All right, so this, you're saying, wouldn't be a game over? Yes, it would. Oh wait, it might not be. That's what you're saying. No, Reito, I'm not saying that. I'm not saying that. Durf, use alert? I mean, why would I use something easy and smart? That sounds like I'm not suffering enough. Anyway. Yes, because there was a move. No, not necessarily, not necessarily. So when you're spawning in a new tile, it could be the result of a game over. So here we have to do a game over check. Because it could be spawned in an impossible to move place, but it could also spawn a new tile that's a valid move. So we'll just have to check that at that time. So what was I actually doing? I was doing this. Overlay text. Let's make it a nice big ol'... Hold on. This left 50% stuff, I think I'm gonna have to fiddle with some margin nonsense. Gotta color that white. Centered. And then we gotta do transform translate. This is the thing. There we go. This is the thing that I wanted. There we go. So 50% of its height and width. It's going to be centered text, centered on the screen, centered top 40% from the top. Yeah. Let's add that text shadow, I think, to the game over as well. And then for the subtext, we're gonna do that. This is just telling you to like click again or restart the game, right? So we'll just do small little font, same white color. Oh yeah, I still have to do the position stuff for this guy too. All right, let's do that. I have no idea. I mean, we'll just have to see, I guess. So let's comment this out for the time being. Yeah, I need to do stuff with this subtext. Okay. Almost there. Or why am I doing this? I mean, sure, let's just do 200%. That looks like a pop-up. Alright, and then we click it, and it starts a... We're clicking it, and it starts a new game. We can see it in the back, starting a new game for us. There's something else that I want to put up here, actually. There we go. Now the highlight's not possible. Let's also do... There we go. Durf, later when you make the arrow keys shift, make it so that it doesn't do anything and it is full. The game is over. What? No. What? Durf, have you made a website before? Oh yeah, plenty. Durf, couldn't you check for the free spaces before you spawn a new tile, and then if the board is already full and the length is... Yeah, that's exactly what I did already, actually. So here we're looping through all the tiles. We're checking if the value is 0, so if there's a valid space to spawn a new tile. And then we add this to a array of valid spaces. Then we just pick... Or here we're just generating a new tile value. Here we're checking if the valid spaces is 0 or more, right? If there is a valid space, then we spawn the random value that we made. I don't even need to do this now that I'm thinking about this. Boop. Boop. See, this is what I'm talking about, reducing state. You don't need to create a variable if you can just do that. Especially, like, this is all contained within one function. Get rid of the variable. Get rid of it. Get rid of the state. You just do this. Bam, and JavaScript loves you for it. So yeah, let's I guess that's like pretty good for good enough for a pop-up. So now let's go add in this thing again. So that that pop-up's only gonna show up when we click the thing. When we click the thing, also doesn't that mean I have to start function game on is true? We're gonna make sure that thing is off. Game over style dot display dot equals, there we go, none. Yeah, so if we have our game over display turned on and we click it to restart a new game, or we hit R to restart a new game, it's going to get rid of the display and start a new game for us. Alright, so that the game over is already taken care of, except for the part where we actually have to trigger the game over. Sometimes it's easier just to throw down the code and then go back and edit the code. Kind of like you are proofreading an essay. Yeah. I know. I'll get distracted. I'll distract myself sometimes. I didn't need to go do that thing right now. And I just gotta remember, like, not to worry too much about it. I'll probably rewrite it at some point, just out of my own curiosity. So I guess do we have the function game over? We don't, eh? Again, this is like me just creating more unnecessary state. I don't necessarily need to do this, but game on is equal to false. So that global variable is something that all functions can communicate to each other with. It's just the on-off switch of the game. So this function is setting the on-off switch and also putting up the display. Block. Yeah. Okay, so let's go ahead then and also give ourselves a little G key. Why don't you go ahead and tell us what code is G? 71. You're pressing G. Game over function. So now if we just press G, we can trigger the game over. Ha! The game over screen looks very different than I thought, scrunched up like that. Oh yeah, and then clicking it starts a new game very nicely. G, click. So there's a 4 here and a 4 here. G, click. 2 here and a 4 there. Cool. G, click anywhere, press R. Yeah. Cool. Okay, but I am a little bit wondering about this game over display. We can get rid of that, right? Oof. Okay, can't set the width to this. I forgot. Actually, maybe I can. There you go. Perfect. Perfect. Even all scrunched up, it's all perfect. Alright, so I don't need to worry about that. I got my game over function ready to trigger from the probably multiple conditions. Durf, next stream, make the game cross-platform in a game engine like Unity or... Dude, this is in a web browser, Chrome, right? It's already cross-platform. That's the beauty of web development. That's the reason why a lot of the games that I've actually made have been Flash games in the way distant past, and other JavaScript games. Weird, for me it says it started streaming less than a minute ago. Oh, I don't know, maybe there was a cutoff period or something. Yeah, maybe there's like some YouTube issues or something, I don't know. So let's get this going. We actually have the controls now, right? Yeah. Start. New tile. Alright, I'm gonna do this in a very silly way. I don't need to worry about that. All right, let's get to programming the control functions. Left. We'll just start with left. Oh boy. Oh boy, oh boy. This is the part that I have no pseudocode for. The thing that I wrote down is press a button, check tile row, get list of values, check order of values in matching pairs, add pairs together, get a list of new values, and output the new row based on direction of input. So that's why I have four different functions for the direction of input. Okay, var a is equal to... Oh my god, do I actually need... Okay, hold on. This is gonna get really complicated. We're gonna come back to that. You're gonna see... I wish I can sort of like explain what I'm doing right now. But you're gonna see... My gosh. Yeah, alright. We're basically just gonna use a row function to check tiles 1, 2, 3, 4. Like this. This is kind of silly. Or maybe not. Maybe it's not silly. I don't know. And then 5, 6, 7, 8. So I'm going to make a row function. Just like I was thinking in trying to build in Scrap Mechanic. Like doing it row by row. So we're just going to do it row by row, output the new values, because, yeah, when you're only moving in one direction, you don't have to worry about the other directions. So I think this is probably the better way to do it. Yeah, we'll worry about... Well, jeez. Alright, so in case you guys are, like, sort of wondering, Make a loop, it's gonna be easier. A loop of what? I'm just checking 4 different rows. Like, I don't need the rows to communicate to each other. I don't need row 1 to communicate to row 2. Like, the top... If I'm moving left, by the way, the entire top row doesn't move up or down, so I don't really use let, not var, it's better. Let me see, one sec. It doesn't matter. I mean, it really doesn't matter. If you're writing JavaScript like I'm writing it, like this lazily, it really doesn't matter in terms of like runtime efficiency. But like if you really wanted to improve things, because apparently you have a crazy program that actually requires a lot of processing power, then yeah, you probably no, but like I said, it really doesn't matter. Like if I declare a variable in here, then me referring to a out here, like this is just gonna throw an error. There is no global variable declared called a, so it doesn't really matter if I use var or not. The problem that I think that you're thinking about is if I have already declared a var, like this game on, and then inside a function I try to declare another one, var game on, then that's a conflict of scope. Whereas you could do let game on, and that would technically be another scope entirely, which is even more confusing, and you should avoid writing code like that. You don't name variables the same if they're in different scopes. Anyway, so yeah, if you don't know, like if you know what I'm doing here, so this is tile 1 right here, the top left, tile 2, tile 3, tile 4, that's their IDs, the way that I made them. So if we're moving left, we're taking the top row, right? But they're going in the order of tile 1, 2, 3, 4. So right is going to be in the order of 4, 3, 2, 1. And I basically have to reverse the order of all of these. Just like that. So then I'm gonna write again, like exactly what I said in what I wanted to do in Scrap Mechanic was I just take the 4 values and the row function is gonna do the same thing every single time. So that's why I'm changing the order here, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 4, 3, 2, 1 to indicate the direction, right? That's what I'm doing. You should use Node.js. Yes, I am using Node.js, but not for this. I don't need to. Why would I use a server-side implementation of JavaScript when this runs in your browser? You double-click the HTML file and it opens up in Chrome. I don't need Node.js. I don't need to set up anything for this. Literally just text editor, start typing away, hit refresh in my Chrome browser, and it works. It's the best thing ever. Never need to compile, never need to install, never need to do nothing. So up, if we're going up, this is where things are going to get a little confusing because the row is actually it's reversed. I got to do this. 2, 3, 4. And then this is 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Like that. Because the row, if I push if I push up, the first value for the first row is actually it's a column. It's not a row, but the function is called row. Anyway, the first tile is number 1, tile 1. The second one is tile 5. The third one is tile 9, and etc. So now I just got to do this for down, which is the reverse order. which should just be... Isn't it just, Is that it? No, that's not it. That's not it. That's not it. No. To invert, I have to do the same thing that I did last time, so it's gotta be, Oh my gosh, it's just gotta be the other way around. But this is hurting my brain. Oh, there we go. Never mind, it's not hurting my brain. I could just do this. I think. Oh wait, yeah, that was 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Alright. Durf, did you prepare before this live? No. No. Just like the Scrap Mechanic stream, where I tried to make 2048 in Scrap Mechanic. I'm just like, I'm gonna hop in. Because I on that live stream, it was the last one, by the way, the last Scrap Mechanic stream, I said, making 2048 in any programming language should be easy. So this is me trying to put my money where my mouth is. Alright, so... Yeah. So, I mean, so far it's going much better than Scrap Mechanic just because I have more capability. Like, I have so much more control over how this looks like and what it does. Anyway, so for the row function, this is the big deal here. We're going to name our input variables lovely names. Just like that. I don't know if I'm gonna need this, but there's something that I'm thinking about. There's something that I'm thinking about that, I might need a... I don't know, like, why wouldn't I just input the array of inputs then? Like, I can literally just do this, or not even. No, I can just do this, but then that's called array, and then I can do AA. Whatever. I gotta just stay focused, do the code that is garbage, total garbage code, and then rewrite it later. So, we're gonna do some more ABCD stuff. We're gonna get to the integer version of those, these guys. So that's giving us our tile ID. Yes. That's what I want to do for all 4 of them. This seems like I'm great names, I know, right? This seems like I mean, if you can see what I'm doing here, 1, 2, 3, 4. Like, what am I gonna name them? Their ID A, B, C, D. Like, it doesn't really matter. It's the tile ID, right? We're checking the row of tiles 1, 2, 3, and 4. So then we just want to get the values of tile 1, 2, 3, and 4. And that's what that is. This is for something later. I'm not sure about it. But we'll try. So values. I'm like barfing up arrays right now because I'm gonna populate them. If A does not equal 0, then we know that it's an actual value besides 0. Like, it's something for me to add or push to check if I need to push together with another tile. So out of the 4 possible tile spaces, how many of them are actually tiles and not a 0? Then for each one, we're going to do all the values. Durf, I found your channel from Wander's Scrap Mechanic series, by the way. Oh, hey! When it was in the 200s. What, like my sub count? Oh, boy. Yeah, that was, I don't even know if I still have those videos up anymore. A lot of the old videos I took down because they were kind of boring. You can't read coding. Oh, it was the buffering. Encoding terrible. Come on. I can scroll to a different part of my screen and hope that the ugly code or spaghetti code. I don't know. No, when his episodes of Scrap were in the 200s. Oh, okay. Okay. Anyway, so for each value that we have, what am I trying to do exactly? Okay, I need to check if the future value position in my loop actually exists. So this is instead of at X, instead of the first, like we're starting at 0, right? So instead of the array slot 0, we're checking array slot 1. If this is not exactly undefined. Right? I think that's how you check it. Wait, what? Exists. Else, this would be a single tile in the row. So then I only need to output the new row of that single tile just in the new position. That's it. Yeah. And then this entire thing is going to be skipped over if there's no tiles, because the value's length is 0. So then I don't even need to worry about if there's a row function call with no tiles in it. I don't even need to worry about it. Cool. Hello, Marcus. How's it going? Damn variable names. I know, right? What's wrong with my variable names, huh? You guys know exactly what it is. Dude, it's just the first tile, the second tile, third tile, and fourth tile in the row or column that I'm calling it in. So, you know, if I'm calling it from the left, it's 1, 2, 3, 4. If I'm calling it from the right, it's 4, 3, 2, 1. It's just, to me, that's the smart way to set it up. But then the problem is that A, B, C, and D they just mean tile 1, 2, 3, 4 in whatever order direction you're checking them in. So that's what the row function is. We're just checking 4 values, completely, like the game grid, the tiles and game grid and stuff don't matter at all to this row function. Not at all. This is like just a function that inputs 4 values and will output whatever values. Anywhere between 1 and 4, you know? Or 0 and 4, I guess. 2048? Yeah, I'm making 2048 in code. So here we have a second value to check. Like let's say A was not 0, so we have 1 value. B is also not 0, or it could be 0. Who knows? C was not 0 though, and that was added to the values array in the second slot, right? So this is how I'm doing. This is how I'm like getting rid of zeros in between my values. There's actually another way to do this too. But yeah, like let's say the row was 4, 0, 4, 2, and then you press left. You want those 2 4s to combine into an 8, and you want to ignore the 0 completely. So this is what I'm doing to stack all those valid values as 4, 4, 2, and completely ignore the 0. So now when I check the first 4, and then I'm also checking if the second the value after that exists. There we go. Now I want to check if that value is equal to the current value. Then we know to combine them together. Yes, we are doing the game. We are programming the game thing. There you go. If they're equal... Whoops, I didn't need that. Merge tiles. That's what I used the result array for. Now I remember. We're pushing the new value. Oops, wrong set of brackets. There we go. So we just push the new value into a results array. So this array is going to just be an array filled with merged results or non-merged results. Again, similar to the values array, it's just going to be like very dynamically populated. So it's either going to be like a full array or an empty array, depending on what you're doing. So here, once we actually merged those two tiles together, so the scoring system in 2048 is just adding these, adding this exactly. Whenever you merge tiles together, you just add those the values that you merge together. So if you merge two 4s together, you get an 8. We're just gonna make that into an integer first, just for our sanity, and we're going to add literally the thing that we just added. That's it. So if our score was 0, we're adding our first merge. This is probably one of the longest breaks that I'm taking before actually refreshing the page. Let's see what happens if I press left, right, down, up. Nothing happens because I'm not actually doing anything yet. Wait, I got a score. How am I getting a score? Am I playing the game without updating my... What? How am I getting a score right now? There's apparently tiles happening and I can't see them because I'm not updating my display. But then again, I'm also like, this is wrong. This is very wrong because I haven't actually put in the code to increase the tile value either, right? That's the results. Also, there's a huge mistake here. If we merged a tile, we're looping through all the valid values that we have. So if we successfully looked at one tile and the next tile over and merged them, then we need to double increment our loop here. And that's oh my god, that fell together so beautifully actually. Because in 2048, let's say you have a row of all 2 tiles, like there's just 4 2s, or let's say there's even 3 2s. How does the game know which one to make a 4, like which 2 2s to make into a 4, and which single 2 to leave left over? You know? And that depends on if you're pressing left or right. So I really love the way that I did this. Oh my gosh, I really love the way that I did this independently like this of each other. So then this, I just increment. This is the thing that decides which 2 actually gets merged into a 4. It's right here. I love the way it just like fell together. Anyway, it just fell into place. That was so good. All right, so if it's not equal and we have a single tile, wait, That's up here. There we go. Not equal. There we go. We do red. We push both the values, or just push the value that we're at. What am I doing? Res.push. There we go. And then we don't do the double increment here because we're not doing a merge. So then we want to check the second tile over, and this is for a condition. Let's say you have a tile 2, 4, 4, 2. Then you want to skip the first tile because it's not equal to the second one, but then you want to merge the second one with the third. That's what this condition is. It's just to move one thing over before moving to the next thing in the loop, checking the next two tiles. All right. Durf, the description says scrap mechanic, not 2048. Well, YouTube sucks then. What did I miss from 3:20 Central Time? Dude, I'm not a frickin' time zone machine thing. We're about almost 2 hours into the stream actually, but really, and I'm not even close to done. Actually, I think I'm getting really close to done. And if we have a single tile, yeah, we're just gonna do the same thing. We're just gonna do the same thing. Why did I delete anything? All right. Okay, so I think finally now we have the list of results, and these are valid tile values that have been merged. So now what I need to do is, do I have a variable y? Or I'm just gonna use z. I'm just gonna use z, whatever. Input. Wait, what? What am I thinking about right now? Oh! Oh! Okay, well, we'll worry about that in a little bit. I'm probably gonna create two more arrays, just for input and output comparison. But that's something later entirely. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's something later entirely. So the reason why I'm using a while loop here instead of a for loop, and the iteration variables up here. Well, you'll see. You'll see. Element by ID. I gotta do a string. Durf, where can you find the exact colors of each of the tiles in the real 2048? Probably just by inspecting elements on the real 2048 game. I'm not gonna put in the real colors. I'm gonna put in my own color thing, just because I'm lazy and I don't wanna, I don't wanna replicate it exactly. But yeah, we'll work on the colors in a little bit. When we actually have tiles to display, we'll work on the colors. A is equal to B is equal to C is equal to D. What are you talking about, man? You're going crazy, Brent. Going crazy. This is... Okay, yeah. I'm gonna need that, Did I have that input? Inputs is up there. Why did I need that inputs? I have no idea. I might end up deleting it later. I have no idea why I needed it. I'm still looking at like the really shoddily pseudocode that I wrote about getting list of values, check order of values, add pairs together, get a list of output new row based on direction of inputs, but like that's not explaining much to me. I wrote terrible pseudocode. But I will do this. And yes, you're gonna hate me for it. Aha, that's what I needed it for. This is what I needed it for. Those are the tile IDs. That's why I put it down there. I knew I was gonna need this. And then this is for the actual values of the tiles before the output. Okay, and don't worry. The input output thing is just for a comparison later, because I'm gonna make this function return a thing, return values. So then every time I'm checking up, down, left, or right, I'm gonna get some feedback about what's happening. So anyway, this is the tile IDs, which is what I need for this part right here. Okay, brain, think, Z. That's right. That's my iteration thing. We're just iterating through all the results that we just processed. All of the resulting values we just processed, we're looping through them to get... Aha! I see. Okay. It's the weirdest feeling. I feel like I wrote this without knowing what I wrote. Oh my gosh. No. But what I'm doing here is we need the tile ID from the inputs here, so that when we go to update the new tiles with their values in the correct order, the values that we're updating is also in the order that they should be based on the direction that we put. Oh my god, it's the most hoops that I've jumped through trying to write what I thought was very simple. Anyway, in here, we go to the actual tile ID that we're at, because ID 0, by the way, is not actually, like, we're on inputs. Inputs ID 0 is the first tile ID that we're looking at. So if that's tile 4 or tile 1, that's the tile that we're looking at. So that's what this is. This is going to be T-4 or whatever it's supposed to be. Inner HTML is going to be the results. That's why I have the results array there. The result of... Yeah, that's right, because the length of the result array is going to be smaller. It's going to be either exactly 4 or less than 4. So I'll never have to worry about this calling an invalid ID. And then, just for my own sanity, we're going to do... yeah, res... Z. And do the increment thing, because this isn't a for loop. Which just makes no sense to me. Couldn't I have just written this as a for loop? Why did I do this? Why did I... Guys, my brain is starting to shut down. It's getting around that time, you know? Oh. No, I know exactly why I did this. Oh my gosh, my brain is actually shutting down, though, because I'm starting to forget why I did things. Like, I thought about things before I even started this row function. Like, I thought about what I sort of wanted to try and do. But then by the time I actually got here, I forgot. So I want a second while loop, while Z is actually less than 4. Right? So this is going to happen, while it's less than 4? Should be while it's less than or equal... Oh, no, it has to be less than 4. Yeah, right. Array IDs start at 0. They're 1 less than... Okay, so while it's less than 4, we're just going to populate the rest of the things with zeros. That's what we're doing. Just making sure those other tiles have zeros in them. And, here we go. The input output, and increment the Z value, and then that's it. Wait. Yeah, that would update the tiles, but let's also just let's log some stuff for debugging. Okay. we're just gonna put in our console input. Oh geez, this is gonna spam my console though. Every time I move, there's gonna be 4 outputs of these. I shouldn't have copied this extra. Whoops. Oops, oops, oops. Alright, and then we'll go ahead and finally get to do some testing. Wait, did I actually messed up, guys. I actually messed up. There we go. Okay. Refresh. Alright, so let's press the down key. Down key just compared a bunch of zeros to each other. What? Well, I successfully created something to erase my board. Why am I erasing it? Why am I erasing it? I should have used better variable names, I know, right? So tile 2 has a value of 2. Yeah. Yeah, we want to check, oops. Oh my god, I'm messing things up now. Okay, so that's gonna give us a little bit of a debug output on what's happening here. That's a little odd. Oh, okay, wait, what? That one worked. It made 8 tiles. From 4? Why did it spawn 4 tiles? What? No, I'm not getting rid of tiles now. What? This is hurting my brain now. Oh, I see what you mean. Okay, yeah, I see what you mean, Brent. That is 100% my fault. And it's something so simple. So simple. I'm actually supposed... Well, we're not supposed to all grab the same tile value. We're supposed to actually grab the 4 different tile values. Alright. Let's actually get rid of this now. We don't need that. Okay, now it should actually just work, right? So I do left. Yeah, the tiles moved over to the left, move over to the right. Left, right, left, right, left, right, down, up, down, up, down. So here we go. The only thing we're missing now is we need to spawn a new tile. We need to spawn a new tile every time we move. Do I bother doing that inside row function? No, I don't think so. No, but this is exactly what I needed the input-output for, I think. Hold on. Yeah, okay, here's what I'm thinking. Get rid of this. I'm thinking we're going to do actually we're gonna take this. If this ginormous string of inputs, inputs, comma, inputs, comma, inputs, comma, inputs, comma, is equal to, or not equal to, I don't know, doesn't really matter. Output, comma, output, comma, output, comma. So basically this is going to be the condition that I'm checking for when I don't know why this is going to make a difference, but I'm just going to add it here just for my sanity. Anyway, so this is going to tell me if I return false, as in we cannot play. There's no tile space available in this row, I think. And then else return true. Alright, so now that is handy dandy, because now every time, that's exactly why I gave them, instead of just, like I could have just called in the things here. I could have just said row blang, blam, row blarg, row honk honk. Oh my god. My English speaking ability is starting to fade. But calling them variables, if you were wondering about that this whole time, I had a plan. We're going to do if any of those rows return true, then we know that there is a brand new slot to spawn a new tile that exists, and we can call the new tile function. Bam. Bamity bam bam. Bam. Whoops. There you go. Yeah. All right, I think that's it. Actually. Let's this should be the bare minimum for the game. So, let's start up. Yeah, we have a third tile in place. Let's go to the left. So we're going to get an 8 on top. Go back down. There you go. I got 2 8s. 8 my 16. Let me just play 2048 like I do normally. There we go, spawning a bunch of tiles. And look at that, the score is piling up nicely too. I kind of was not paying attention to that at all. Oh my god. You know, the great part about making 2048 myself is that I can change the code for the spawn positions, so I don't have to get completely dinged over by crazy, lucky spawn positions. There's a 128 tile. And this looks really weird. Do you never close your files in Atom? No. No. I mean, I am working on the Scrap Mechanic Mods website, so they're just gonna be there until I'm done with them. Can you highlight the block that you are moving? I'm not moving a single block. I'm shifting over everything. So if you didn't see 2048 before, if you actually don't know the game that I'm remaking, you can just go play 2048.co. New game. So this one actually has fancy animations, but that's not the point of a coding challenge. That's not really the point. The point is, I'm proving to myself that I can do what I think I can. Because I'm a Thomas the Tank Engine. Oh wait, that's the little engine that could. Never mind. It's not Thomas. Posers! So yeah, let's just focus on our own 2048. Could you print a space instead of the 0? I could, but I decided against it earlier on, and I kind of forget why. So we're just gonna go with this. We're taking a little bit of artistic licensing here. Of course, there is no game over condition, is there? So let's just spawn in a bunch of new tiles. We'll fill up everything. Keep on spawning new tiles, because I still have those debug controls, right? To spawn however many tiles I want. Alright, there we go. The board's not changing anymore. The board's not changing anymore, and I'm smashing my controls. Replace 0 with nothing? Oh, no, I can't do that. I can't do that, Jordan, because I'm grabbing, like I said before, I'm using these HTML elements. I'm using these guys as the variable themselves, so they need to store the value. If they have a blank space, it's gonna come out a little bit weird. I mean, I'll worry about that later. That's a detail that I'll worry about later. 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 Alright, I guess I need to do the game over checks, right? Let's worry about that in a little bit. Actually, I want to color these tiles. Let's color them. Let us color them. What do you guys think? Color time? Time for colors? Update colors. Colors, yay or nay? I'm not gonna do anything fancy for the colors, but even if you say nay, I'm still doing them. Oh no, wait. 1. There we go. What am I doing? I want to loop through this stuff. Whoops. There we go. Like, if you wanted to make this, game really, really efficient, you could probably pop this looping through into its own separate function, and then just call that function later for whenever you want to loop through stuff and return values and stuff. But it doesn't really matter. Yeah. So whenever this is, hold on. For each thing, we want to check if it's 0. There we go. That's what I wanted. I need another variable thing. We'll just go with y. Y equals 0. Yeah. Else. Thank you to the person who pointed out to use logarithmic function. There's log2, if I recall, in JavaScript. Hold on, I'm gonna Google something real quick. JavaScript log2. Yeah, it's exactly what I thought. Okay, log2 is a special function written to be the base of log2. Log with base 2. My god, that's what I'm trying to say. Log with base 2. Alright, so that's what I'm doing. To get I'm gonna get a color ID from the tile value. That's what I'm doing. Yeah. Oh my god, do I need to parse int nested like this? I think I do, actually. That's messed up. T dash X. Dot inner HTML. Yes. And then that's going to be the number. The number ID thing. And I know that's going to be a little bit weird, but so 2048 is like the last color I want to end on, I guess. Var Z is equal to Y, because you're an integer, divided by 11. So that's going to give me a simple ratio out of 11. Perfect. Okay. I'm back on track. Back on track. If you're less than 1, and you're also greater than 1. I mean 0. You're within the range of a floating point number. You're gonna do get that very tile. You're gonna go to the parent element, because that's the actual background, not the value. And then style dot background color. Hue, saturation, and lightness. Yeah, whatever, we'll just put it there. Okay, so hue, saturation, lightness, we'll do, hold on a sec, I just need to do this. There we go, 3 values. We're gonna do, and wait. Hue, saturation, lightness, color is in percentage, I believe. Except for the hue. The hue's in it's degrees, 360 degrees of hue. The outer % is redundant? No, it's not. Is it? No, it's not. No, because the log function, I don't know. I don't know what the log function outputs for integers. It might be decimal numbers. I don't know. But it's not even the point. It is a little bit redundant because the input is always going to be a power of 2. So yeah, I guess technically it is a little redundant because it's never going to output a floating point. This log function is never going to output a floating point number, just because of the limited set that I'm inputting. Anyway, this is supposed to be this ratio right here. So Z. Literally just do Z times 360. Bam. You're gonna go loop through all the hues between 2 and 2048. And then U for brightness, we're gonna start you off at we're gonna start you off at like 40% brightness, but then bring you all the way up to 100% brightness when we go all the way to the end of the game. Actually, that's saturation, saturation. So we're gonna be like faded colors, 60%, and then we're gonna just get more saturated as we make more tiles. This is gonna be the same, the same thing. Same thing. Literally the same thing. And just because, I don't know, I'm terrified of Scrap Mechanic doing the order of operations wrong, even though it never does. And let's just also just account for other conditions as well, I think. So if you are actually the min or the max, and then somehow magically anything else. If you are in between 1 and 0, or if you are exactly equal to 1, or if you're exactly equal to 0, that's every condition, right? But somehow, if you're anything else, there's still another condition here. And we'll just do, we'll just do simple colors for these. We don't need to do anything fancy. Bam. Bam. Gamer color right there. That's actually a brown color. That's a poopy color. This is exactly 1, right? When is Z gonna be 1? When it's exactly equal to 11? When it's exactly 2048. So what's the winning tile color? We can do pure, unadulterated green. And then if it's exactly equal to 0, we'll do the background color. The same background color that we chose. Because all of a sudden this script is going to be taking over the colors of tiles. So everything that I put up here basically doesn't matter anymore. Okay, is that it? Is that it for the... So then I just got to do every time I move a tile. I'm kind of wondering, Durf, when will you finish your stream? That's a good question. I'm a little bit overtime right now, but I think I'm actually really close to finishing the game right now. Because like I have a working 2048. I'm just adding colors. Yeah. After we give these tiles some values, bam, we're gonna update colors here right when we start the game. So when we start the game. Start is not defined. What did I get wrong about this? Oh. What? Oh, it was my own huge dingus mistake down here. Oh my gosh. Making more dingus mistakes. Okay. Yeah, then I can go ahead and pop this back in. There we go, and we have the 4 color. We have a 2 color and a 4 color. Oh no! The colors stayed where they are. Oh no! Oh no! No! So yeah, that's why every time I move, I have to update the colors. Do I even bother doing that? Do I even bother doing that on, like, in these move functions? I mean, yeah, I think it does have to be there, right? I'm trying to think if I can just like stick it inside the new tile function, but which like should happen every single move unless it's not a valid move anymore, right? So then that's the only time I'll need to update colors is just whenever there's a new tile. Oh my god, I'm actually messing this up really bad. There we go. Yeah, let's just hurry it on up. Get on up to there we go. New tile value so that we can actually see what's going on. Let me get that 128. Let me get it. There we go. There you go. So this is basically it. I mean, I suppose I could like end the stream here and call it a day. But I don't know. I still have some energy. You guys want to take this as far as it can go? Where is it going to go to? I have no idea. Bam, 256. Okay, so, oh, hey, I have a score of 248. Oh my god, I have the exact score of 248. Can you lose? Yeah, that's a good question, actually. Yeah, I didn't do the game over conditions, did I? See, there we go. There we go. I'm a game over right now, but even trying to spawn new tiles and it's not triggering the game over. So yeah, that's actually a huge part of the game that I have to do right now. But there's actually something else that I want to do. Now make an AI for it. Oh no. Oh no. No, I think, yeah, you're absolutely right. We gotta add the game over stuff. Jeez. How am I gonna do that? How am I gonna do that? We have the game over function already. Right? Where are you? Where are you, game over? There you are. Okay, I'm gonna do a new function. Again, this is like lazily vomiting code all over the place, but a new function that's literally just gonna be all these control checks. I'm going to check the new function that I'm gonna write is called game check. So if game check returns true, or I mean false, as in there's no valid moves or whatever. Yeah, every time we move, we'll just check if it's game over. And if it is game over, then we'll just call the game over function. Bing, bang, boom, done. That's it. that's it. All right. Game check. Game check. Let's go game check. And that's going to have two return conditions, either true or false. Oh my god, that code style. What? Don't even question it, man. I'm just vomiting things out there. Like, if I wanted to write beautiful code, I'd probably redesign so much of this, man. So much of this. But the point of this stream is to also, hi Gwynblade. The point of this is just to, because I said programming 2048 is so easy in my scrap mechanic stream, so I'm putting my money where my mouth is. Why are you using braces on inline ifs? It's a great question, man. It's I'm obsessive about using braces. This is you don't deny the curly brackets, but also it's just a force of habit that I use because for whenever I somebody brought up earlier about how when there's nobody to criticize it. No, not at all. Actually, not at all. It's there's a, if you've ever used a closure compiler source, or like if you try to minify your files to really make it smaller for download for your websites, this is something that only web developers have to deal with. People who compile stuff never have to worry about minifying their code. But one of the things about JavaScript is the reason why I'm actually like doing this as a force of habit is just because if I write anything like this, and I try to stick it into a closure compiler later, that's going to be these curly brackets are going to work well with the thing interpreting my code, so that it compiles into an even smaller file. But if I try to do these as all like single lines or whatever, then technically when it tries to do things like this, there's going to be some instances where the curly brackets are like, technically this is all valid, but it's like blah 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 blah. Why would you manually minify your code? I'm not manually minifying it. What are you talking about? Oh, you say never mind. Okay. Okay. But yeah, it's just a force of habit, really. I prefer to just stick to also no white space around the OR operator when you're using white space around other logic operators. Doesn't look right for me. Again, something that I just don't really care about. If I wanted to write beautiful code for people to look at, then I'd probably worry about it. But usually I write in the perspective of, yeah, this is going to be compressed and minified later, so things like that, like it does not make a difference to the compiler. And I call it a compiler, but it's not really a compiler. JavaScript doesn't compile. I mean, it can compile, but that's another story entirely. Okay, where was I? I was doing game check. Game check. You're right here, game check. Durf coding? What did I miss? You missed the entire stream so far. You really missed the entire stream. Okay, guys. I am also gonna need another function. This is funny. Row check. I'm doing some more nested things, which again doesn't make any sense that I have a thing called like this function called row and then this function called row check. They're basically going to be doing the same thing. My God, they're actually going to be doing a lot of the same thing. Let's just copy everything right here up until here. This is the for loop, yeah. This is like literally the entire row check function that I need right now. Except down here, if we've managed to check everything, and there's still no free space, we're just gonna return false, and that's our game over. Okay, so now I gotta check the this is the row check function. We're just gonna check if there's a valid space, which is do I need any of this stuff? I don't need this. I don't need this because I don't need the results. But I think I do need the values. Yeah, unfortunately. For a later part. But anyway, this, yeah, if any of those spots values is equal to 0, then I know that there's a valid spot to spawn a tile in, so we can return true. Whoops. We can return true for all of those conditions. And then spawn a new tile. Or like not game over, I should say. Do those, yeah, if A, B, C, or D, new tile, right? Shouldn't I do the game check before this? Doesn't this tell me the game over sequence? Hold on, new tile. Game over. Yeah, there's the game over check. That's right. I can do another game over check in here. Okay, I gotta remember that. I can't forget that. You forgot about the high score? I did not forget about it, but it's something that I still have to get to. Anyway, so we return true all here. Let's get rid of some of this stuff. So then if the next value actually exists... I'm writing this so lazily. So this entire thing, if they're equal, I don't need to worry about if they're not. So if they're equal, I can just return true. Because then that tells me, just like I was checking rows to merge tiles together, if it's the same function, but I'm just checking if any two tile, like if this tile is equal to the next tile over, like there's a potential merge sitting right there. That's what I'm looking for, and I want to return true to say it's not game over yet. Not game over yet. Single tile, we definitely don't need to worry about this. Definitely don't need to worry about that because the zeros are already checked. That's it. That's it. That's it. That's literally it. Okay, so game check to check the entire game. To check the entire game. Oh my God, what's that game check? If game check is false, game over. I'm gonna copy this for a sec. Really just vomiting code around. Durf, is this gonna be available to download? It's gonna be available to download for my supporters. If you guys want this stuff, you gotta be a channel member, Patreon supporter, whatever you guys wanna choose. All right, so all these rows. Oops, there we go. The reason I can't just there's definitely a much more efficient way of doing this, actually, now that I'm thinking about it. You can just check all the tile values. If there's a single 0, then you know that there's a 0. And then you don't have to do the row check, 0 check. Right? You can just check them all if any of them are 0. Whatever. But the reason why I'm copying these guys down as row check. Is this a thing that oh, it does have it. Perfect. Adam, thank you for having this feature. I very much appreciate you having this feature, Adam. Row check. Okay, so yeah, then we just do all the row checks, except here we're going to do if row check. Do I even need to do that? Return row check. That's all I need to do. That's really all I need to do. Okay, can I... Is there no find and replace function? Whatever. I'm used to some other text editors. And I'm trying to do shortcuts. I'm a dingus. I'm a dingus because I had that feature that I put to good use, but completely forgot about it. This is the multi-line editing. Get that last one in there, and then paste. Easy peasy. So all of this, I was basically gonna do if row check, returns true or false, right? The row check returns true or false. So if row check, then also return true. So whenever that function returns true, this function returns true. Except if I just do all of... Oh, no, I do have to do it that way. Okay, no, wait, I do have to do it that way. If row check, return true. That's the way that I gotta do it. Okay. Oops. There we go. That fixes that. Okay, so the reason why I had to switch that around is because that would have also returned false before doing any of the other checks. So yeah, this... I mean, I also don't think that's actually that big of a deal. Return flash! Still type it again anyway. Alright. And then that's game check, I think. Where did I use game check? I already forgot. Oh yeah, game check false, game over. Okay, so then I still need this guy right here. Just like that. And that's the game over check. Perfect. Okay, so then I think that's it, and then just the high score, right? Durf, can you scroll from the top to bottom? There's the top. There's the bottom. Under 400 lines. Just like that. Under 400. I mean, significantly under 400, but whatever. So let's try to get a game up. All right, where is the problem? There we go. There we go. So if we put that game check right at the beginning, even if we're using the debug, which by the way, I'm just gonna leave the debug stuff in there. Like, it just tap N to spawn new tiles. So if there's no more tile slots and you tap N again, it was supposed to. You're supposed to go game over. Why aren't you going game over? New tile. Game check, it false. It shouldn't be false. Game check should be... Game check should be false. No, it's not. It's not false because there's... I made game check too smart. I made game check too smart. I'm not able to trick my own code. It was not a valid game over because there was technically 2 tiles. I'm trying to point with my hand, like you guys can see. There's 2 tiles. There we go. Instant game over. I can't even test this game over function because the other game over functions are too good. So whatever. I mean, it's not. If you so happen to try to press a new tile button while there is no new tile space available and there is no other valid move that you can make, like merging tiles, then that will result in a game over. That's what that other final check was. We're getting there. Never mind. I'm just trying to spawn tiles to, like, reach that condition, but it's so hard to do. And this is the great thing about making your own games. Like, I can rewrite this to I can input cheat codes. I mean, spawning new tiles is sort of like a cheat code, but if I really wanted to, oh, you know what? Actually, something that I want all the time in the official 2048 is the Control-Z function. There's always a mistake that I make when I'm trying to play too quickly, and then there's just like, oh, I wish I had the undo, and there's the game over again after I moved instead of spawned a new tile. Oh, my game over conditions are too good. I don't like it. I don't like it. All right, so let's get that high score going then. Use triple equals only. No, no. Double equals operator in JS is no-go unless you memorize magic conversion. Yeah, I memorized it. It's not a big deal. I've memorized that a long time ago. There are lots of 2048 game versions with Control-Z. Oh, okay. Anywho, what am I doing? We're doing, let's see. Let's go to the start function. We are gonna need the where's the function that merges tiles again? There we go, right here. This stuff, when we update our score, we're gonna need some stuff in here. Okay, we'll just put that there for later. All the way up at the start though. Start. Here we go. Update colors. Oh, you know what? Can't forget to reset the score. Yeah, that part of me thinks I might have left that there by mistake, so that your old score just piles onto your new score, which, yes, it does. Currently, look at this game over here on this side. I have a score of 1584, and I can just keep on piling more score on top of that. So every time you restart, you definitely want to reset that score value to 0. And then a high score. Also, this is very insecure type of game. Like, somebody can just, you know, right-click, inspect element, and cheat on the game, get a high score, any high score that they want. Very, like, the actual 2048 has things put in place so that you don't, you know, circumvent the actual gameplay. This one doesn't care at all. You could, like, it just lets you do it if you want. Okay, so we're going to do something. Oh wait, we don't actually want to set that to 0, but I'm gonna leave that there because I'm gonna need it. I'm gonna copy paste in a bit. And we're gonna use a nice thing that I like to use, local storage. We're gonna check if the item exists first. YouTube, that's my music. There we go. Yeah, we'll just name it high score, whatever. So we're gonna check if it exists. Yeah, guys. So guys wondering about the equal thing. Those are equal. I'm pretty sure those are equal. There is like you can compare other types of numbers as well. Well, that's usually the case either way, even with that, I think. I don't think there's really anything else that you really need to show either. It's not really that big of a deal. Oh, you're talking about this stuff versus, yeah, you're talking about these two lines that I'm switching back and forth. If the integer 0 is going to be equal to the string 0, which, by the way, they are. The string values are, but then these values, these things output different things, as I recall. That's because the string is not interpreted as true or false. Or I think a string with any value is interpreted as true. I don't know. I don't really remember, but there are cases where you wanted to do like triple equals, and that compares the very specific type. So even though 0 is equal to 0, these are different types of variables, and it will return false because they're not the equal types. It's not really a big deal. I mean, if you compare compiled languages and JavaScript is very easygoing in terms of how you use your variables. It's very easygoing, very easy to get into and learn. Yeah, but you will hear lots of quote-unquote real programmers. These are true. An empty array is equal to false. And string value of 0 is equal to... Yeah, so Brent, what you're looking at is representations of values. You're not actually comparing the true values. So Gwynblade, that's bad advice. That's actually bad advice. There are some times where you actually wanted to take advantage of JavaScript's fluidity with variable types. Because there are certain, it's gonna save you so much space in the long run if you don't have to be very specific about type. That's just something that only web developers really think about, to try and save the amount of kilobytes that you're downloading from their website, from their web server, so that your page loads faster and things like that. That's good advice. You should use triple equals unless you really know what double does. Yeah, I mean, you know, just in general, I would say if you're learning JavaScript, you're probably not going to need to worry about any of that anyways. So I just say wouldn't worry about it. But as you look, as you start to get better and better at it, you'll naturally come to learn the best practices either way. I don't fuss over which type of equals people use. So yeah, local storage. Oh, I'm getting hungry. Local storage. We're gonna get that ID thing, this thing now. So if the thing exists, then we're going to just set. We're gonna set our actual high score to the existing item. Oh my gosh, I'm actually really hungry. Okay, and then else, if it does not exist, then we're going to set local storage set item. High score 0. So yeah, if you don't know what local storage is, it's like cookies. It's like browser cookies, but they are based in JavaScript and they can run locally. You don't need a web server for them. Just like anything else in JavaScript, you don't need anything for this stuff. Like I'm literally typing this in a text. You can type in Notepad if you want, and then double click and open up in Chrome. That's what I love about doing this. No compiling, no worrying, no nothing. Anyway, I'm pretty sure I don't even have to set this, but well, it's good to set it to 0. Then I can reference it later. And this, actually, well, yeah, I don't need. I was gonna put an if condition, like if it is 0 or if it's not 0, then set it to 0. But what's the point? Just set it to 0. Doesn't matter. And the game over display is none. I think that's it. So then when we go down to here, we gotta set our high score, which is simply checking if our high score exists or not. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, okay. Let's take this for a little bit. This is, again, I'm adding more state to this program. Something that you don't want to do, but I'm doing it because I want for my sanity of typing. I just wanna code a game. Parse the int of the current high score. Give me my current high score. Where's my row function? Okay, so if the high score is actually greater, then you just go local storage set item. And then we'd write it down. So anytime you load up the game, your high score is going to be saved, even if you shut down your computer or whatever, and that's just going to be stored inside your browser, inside Chrome somewhere. And this is going to be based on the URL that you're playing the game from, which for me is my file system. I have an X drive, scripts, and HTML, 2048 remake test, 2048.vid.html. That's the file. That's the file I'm editing. All right, so set item. High score, and we set the new score value. There it is, new score. And then you also just update the thing. High score UI. Yep, that's it. Is that actually it though? Is that actually the game? I think that's it, guys. I think we're done. Only took me 3 hours. So let's go ahead and try to get a high score now. We got a high score of 8. Let's try to lose as quickly as possible. Can I lose as quickly as possible, please? I know I'm really good at this game, but just let me lose. Please, just let me lose. Please just let me lose the game. I want to lose. All right, 2, 3, 4, 8 is my score. How is it that when I try, like, I remember the Scrap Mechanic stream, somebody said their high score was 2,500. Like, I'm trying to lose, and I almost beat that score. Come on, guys. Get on my level. I actually don't know. My game might be, like, easier. I don't actually know if there's any difference in the mechanics. Because, like, I never checked the source code for the actual 2048. I think it's open source. I know there's a little GitHub link on the page. I don't know if it's actually open source. I never checked. But anyway, I think... I completely forgot what I was going to say already. Yeah, let's just get over the high score that I was doing. We're not trying to lose this time around. I gotta remember not trying to lose. Yeah, so the high score is being written right now. You can see I was just paying attention. I was paying too much attention to my game. If you move down a new block, can only spawn in the top 2 rows. Yeah. No. The block spawning is one thing. Oh, the thing that I was talking about. I don't know if the actual 2048 game has like any special dynamics about. Like, you know how in the Scrap Mechanic stream I was like, oh my god, these spawn points are just like unlucky. That might just be the game, like, there could be code in there specifically trying to ding me over. Because, I don't know, based on my high score, maybe it makes it harder. That could be something that I could program in this, too. It's like, these are all possibilities, all fancy goodness stuff. Alright, so let's lose. Let's go ahead and lose. Our high score is 3358. Let's go ahead and restart and watch our high score. Still there. So let's refresh the page. Still there. How does this game know to populate this with 3356 if I'm loading the page for the first time ever? It's because of local storage. So if you go to local storage, memory? No, not memory. It's network. Application. Session storage is something different entirely. Or is it? No, the locals. I'm on local storage right here. And there's the high score with the value. You can see it right there. In your inspect thing. You go to application, local storage. Session storage is something different entirely. It's exactly like local storage, but just for the single session. So if I were to use session storage instead for my high score, then closing the browser and then opening it up again would reset the high score to 0. So, local storage is the permanent version of session storage. Cookies is the exact same thing as local storage, except it's based on PHP instead of JavaScript. Web SQL, and the browsers are getting better and better these days. They have so many fancy new features. So guys, I think that's it. Is there anything else that you want to see added to this game? Or you just want to see me play like a monster? Jeez. Like I'm the devil himself. Game over. Durf, put this in the console. Game over function. Oh, just never lose? Yeah, you're gonna redefine the function. Right here. Like this. Bam. And now that I do this, I'm never gonna get a game over. There you go. Turns off game over. So yeah, obviously if you know like the exact source code, there's also another thing that web developers do, especially for things like this, if they really want to force you to adhere to gameplay, obfuscation is a big part of the next step, rewriting your code. Then you rewrite it very obfuscated, so that even if somebody does try to read the code, it's just like not readable by humans, is the way to put it. And then, I mean, which is usually what the compression does anyways. Yeah, it's not a big deal, but there's definitely, like, if I were to rethink this, the point of the stream was just to me, for me to, the point of this stream was just for me to see if I can actually do the programming, which, yeah, it seems like I can. But I think the next step after this would be to really go into the mindset of building a web application, thinking about the security of, like, the gameplay, for example, or see, you know, if there's actually a high score, a leaderboard or something. Which, by the way, I'm probably gonna get another website. I don't know. Well, you know, like, maybe if I do, is there a URL available? Durf. Durf.durf. Is .durf a domain extension? Can I get that? If I can get .durf, that would be awesome. .surf? No, I don't want .surf. I want .durf. Whatever. I'm gonna get a new website, and I'm gonna instead of the Scrap Mechanic Mods website, this is gonna be like sort of my website, my channel's website. So I'll probably put like a little game like this for you guys to play on there. Whatever little coding projects or mods or whatever, just a central place for Durf content. Yeah, I definitely need something like that. But yeah, I think I'll save this and I'll toss it in. I'll go ahead and toss it for my supporters if you guys want this source code. Play around with yourself. Maybe you're gonna modify it, do whatever you want. Maybe I should actually. I also asked you guys if there's anything that I should add, and I just did not pay attention to chat. Not at all. There you go. There's my title. 2048 Durf Remake. Durf.dev? Durf.mod? Oh, yeah, those are some good. Yeah, I'll definitely have to look at the prices of those. You have tools for that. I know. I already have the web hosting for Scrap Mechanic Mods, and I'm actually paying for like unlimited hosting for it. So I'll just buy another domain name and then toss it on the same hosting. Durf.sm? No, no, no. Did you see the MJM new tank tread mod video? I did. He's been posting. Guys, if you didn't see it, hop onto the Scrap Mechanic Mods Discord. MJM posted a sneak peek of his new mods that he's making. It's not going to be part of the mod pack. It's like it's his own little experiments. He actually made tank tracks, working tank tracks in Scrap Mechanic. Oh my god, you got to check it out. Hop into the Scrap Mechanic Mods Discord. You can hop into my Discord. There's links to all the Discords through each other, so get on Discord and find it. Or go to his YouTube channel. Same difference. Hello, Morgan. How's it going? Hi, I'm new and I love it. Well, hello, Hoverbloke. Yeah, how many of you are loving this and did not hit that like button or subscribe button? I've spent 3 hours on stream and I didn't even say that once. I'm a good YouTuber, guys. Thumbs up for remembering to bug you guys about hitting thumbs up and subscribing and notification bell, and don't forget to hit that join button too, and also buy the merch, and I have a Patreon and Discord, and also I have a Twitter too. Okay, that's like way too much. Jeez, these days YouTubers are like annoying with how much. Sponsored by Raid Shadow Legend. Okay. You'll know I made it on YouTube when I'm sponsored by Raid Shadow Legends. Okay. Anyway, I think this is pretty good. Too late, I've already took them. No, Gwynblade, how could you take them from me? No. You said it, now you aren't a good YouTuber anymore. Oh my gosh. Imagine if... that's a huge paradox you just suggested there, Brent. Why is it that somebody can say, I'm a bad YouTuber, and you'll believe them right away, but then they say, I'm a good YouTuber, and you won't believe them? Huh? That sounds like a mismatching standard you're holding them to. Alright. Do I even bother? Nah, I'm not even gonna bother. Not even gonna bother compressing nothing. So I think we're done for today. Durf.dev is actually available. Dude, really? I mean, if it's not too expensive. Guys, help me out. hit that join button so I can buy a new domain name. Please, Durf.tech and Durf.site too. Dang, Gwibblade. But also, something that I failed to mention and I've also failed to put down on the actual YouTube description. I'm playing games with my supporters on Sundays. So if you guys want to play games with me, you know, just become a member of the channel. Become a Patreon supporter. Even $1. Even $1, you get access to all the same stuff, so... On Patreon, I mean. Patreon is the $1 option. There's, on YouTube, I think the minimum is like $5 or something like that. I don't know. Anyway, if you want to become a supporter, play some games, that's going to help me afford some new stuff, like a brand new website to do fancy things with. Rayto! You're a good YouTuber in a bad way and a bad YouTuber in a good way. That, like, both hurts me and soothes me because it's, like, both very, very accurate and, like, not so much. Oh, that's funny. Anyway, no, that's gonna be it for today, folks. Yeah. Yeah, that's gonna be it for today. So there's a little giraffe to say goodbye. Goodbye, folks, and I'll see you guys next time. Maybe tomorrow I'm gonna stream. What was the thing? I'm gonna build something in Scrap Mechanic. I don't know. No. I have to go edit a video today. I might actually have a video for you guys to watch. It's gonna be a Roboco video. Right after the stream, I'm gonna go finish editing that video and publish it as soon as it's possible. Anyway, bye everyone. Have a good one. Hopefully you guys like this coding stream. If you guys do, again, I'm a terrible YouTuber. I should have said this way earlier in the stream, but if you guys actually do like coding streams and you want to see more of them, make sure this thing has a ton of thumbs up so that I know it. Make sure you comment on the stream VOD afterwards, because a lot of people watch just the live show and then they leave, never comment anything again. Share your thoughts in the comments section. That's because, like, if I go back into my comments later and I see one VOD has only a few comments but the other one has tons of comments, then I'm like, oh, that's the type of stream I need to do again. So, you know, definitely show me that activity there, and I'll definitely get the message. Press giraffe to pay respect. That's funny. All right, bye guys. This was a all right stream. First time coding, didn't go too bad.